So there's a lot of talk about the Timberwolves getting a third star, and most of that talk is about Devin Booker. Well, the Timberwolves went on to win the 2020 NBA Draft Lottery, got the first overall pick, and now another name has started popping up because of a playoff sweep. That is the 76ers and Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid have been playing together for about 4 seasons now. They've had some regular season success, but in the playoffs, they have not been very good. And Ben Simmons got hurt now. Joel Embiid couldn't do anything by himself. And people are wondering if it's time for them to blow things up. Personally, I think it's time, but I don't think they're going to. Elton Brand said they're not going to. You know, things can change, but that's what he said so far. But anyways, we're going to take a step back, and we're going to go ahead and put Ben Simmons on the Timberwolves, and we're going to make a trade. But it's not just going to be a 2-team trade. It's actually going to be a 3-team trade. And this idea was given to me by one of my good friends that also writes about the Timberwolves. And his name is Jack. So Jack basically put this trade up to me, and I'll put it up on the screen here. But basically it is Chris Paul going to the 76ers, Ben Simmons going to the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley going to the 76ers from the Timberwolves, and then Jarrett Culver and Juancho Hernangomez going to the Thunder from the Timberwolves, and then Al Horford going from the 76ers to the Thunder, and then there's other first-round picks in there and all sorts of stuff, and it's kind of complicated, but the money works out. And I think it benefits all 3 teams. Timberwolves get their third star in Ben Simmons. The 76ers get another point guard in Chris Paul, who played really well for the Thunder and led them to the playoffs and almost got that first-round win against the Rockets. And they also get Malik Beasley, who's a knockdown three-point shooter that's going to help space the floor for Joel Embiid. Then for the Thunder, they're just going to get off of Chris Paul's contract. They're going to get smaller contracts in Culver, Hernangomez, and then Al Horford. But then also Al Horford's last year of his contract is only partially guaranteed, not fully guaranteed. So I think this trade could possibly be done. I don't know if it will be done, but it could possibly get done. Anyways, that's a trade we're going to do in 2K today. Then we're going to rebuild the Timberwolves and try and win a championship. If you want to see the other 2 sides of this, the 76ers and Thunder side, let me know by leaving a like down below. And then I'll know you guys want to do that. You can also comment it and tell me if you want to see that. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for tuning into this video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the post notifications so you never miss an upload. And let's hop into 2K. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys the deal in 2K quick. This is what it looks like. Realistically, the picks would be different than they are right here. Like, this would be the 2021 or the 2020 first round pick, number 1 overall. And then these would be a little bit changed, but 2K offseason isn't working, so this is the deal we're going to go ahead and do. Okay, it's been declined, but I turned on override, so we did get it done. Alright, so the Timberwolves now are looking at a roster that's like this, and it's Karl-Anthony Towns, Ben Simmons, and D'Angelo Russell. And we're going to run Ben Simmons at our small forward spot, and he's a 91 overall. So we have D'Lo, Evans, Simmons, Johnson, and Towns, so we have to do some work there. We're probably going to run a Kogi at the small forward. He goes down to a 73, but he's probably going to run small forward for us. Johnson at the power forward, I don't hate it. I don't love it, though. But we can make some moves here. So one thing I want to do for this season is I want to go ahead and send Naz Reid down to the G League. And then I got to trade away Evan Turner because he won't be on the Timberwolves. He's actually never played for the Timberwolves at all, and I'm pretty sure we released him or we're just letting his contract play out. But then we'll put Jared Vanderbilt down to the G League as well. We're going to call up Roby. We're going to put Jared Vanderbilt down to the G League. And now we got to make some moves. One thing we're going to do, of course, is just trading Evan Turner because he shouldn't be on this team in the first place. But we'll trade him away and see if there's anything that can help us. Gary Harris. I'm going to do this trade. Gary Harris might play some shooting guard for us. Let me move my camera quick. Okay, Gary Harris is going to play shooting guard for us for this season. And that's probably all we're going to do. We're probably going to trade him after next season because obviously this team doesn't have the money to have Gary Harris there for $19 million because, as you can see, we are $31 million in the hole. So James Johnson and Gary Harris are both going to be out the door after this season. And I'm probably just going to let that happen unless I try and trade James Johnson right now. Maybe we should try and trade JJ. We'll throw in this lottery protected first round pick. I'm not going to trade for Malik Beasley back. But we could use a power forward. Like Rashawn Holmes could play center and Cat could play power forward, or vice versa. I don't think it would really matter in that situation. So that's probably the trade we're going to do. He's on the last year of his deal as well, but we could re-sign him. We'll bring in Corey Joseph to play backup point guard for the season. So I think that Rashawn Holmes is 6'10", so he's going to run the power forward for us. And this is probably the lineup we're going to run. We're going to go 10-man rotation. And then system proficiency, Saunders balanced. Okay, that's fine. And then I'm just going to go check on the staff and make sure we have a good assistant GM and a good trainer. So I'm going to fire assistant GM, and we're going to bring in this guy. And then trainer, we're going to keep our trainer. So now, we will simulate season number 1. Let's see how good the Timberwolves are. I think we'll be pretty decent. I mean, we have 3 really good stars, but you never know what happens. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Alright, so the first season is over, and here are all the awards. Dylan Windler seems to always win Rookie of the Year, and I think it was because he was hurt, so he's still technically a rookie. But he only averaged 1.3 points. He probably only played like 3 games. But yeah, so that he won Rookie of the Year. Well, Christian Wood's picture looks good too. I like the new pictures. I think they're slowly putting them in. I don't know why they didn't have them in before, but we ended up winning 58 games, so that's probably good enough for a top 3 seed in the Western Conference. Do we have any All-NBA players? We do with Cat on All-NBA second team, Ben Simmons on All-NBA third team, and then that's it. Okay, so we are the 1 seed out west, actually, so this could be a very quick rebuild for us. But we got Karl-Anthony Towns at 27 points per game, D'Angelo Russell 25.6, Ben Simmons 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Did he shoot any threes for us? He did not. I tweeted something that Ben Simmons would be shooting threes if he was in Minnesota, and I truly believe it because our system would be wanting him to shoot some threes, and I think he's capable. I think he just doesn't shoot them because he doesn't want to be bad at them. So that's a situation there. But anyways, Rashawn Holmes as our power forward looked really good as well. We didn't have the best bench, but apparently it didn't matter too much. We're going up against Zion and the Pelicans, though. They have the same team. Let's see if we can beat them. They take game 1, but we end up beating them in 7. Okay, so now we got Westbrook, Harden, and old friend Robert Covington on the Houston Rockets. Can we beat the Rockets? We're up 3-1, and can we win this game? We do, and we are in the Western Conference Finals against LeBron, AD, Dwight Howard. All right, can we beat them? Wow, we swept them. Okay. And we got Milwaukee, who is the 4 seed, and they have Bledsoe, DiVincenzo. They're the same team again. Can we win this right off rip? They take game 1, okay. Can we take game 2? We take game 2. Can we take game 3? They take game 3. And game 4. Okay, so we do not have an answer for Giannis, I guess. But let's see if we can go down 3-2, and we will. How about tying it up 3-3 and then forcing a game 7? Looks like we're going to do that as well, and we got a game 7. Let me go to the coaching game plan, and let's try and bring it down to like a 9-man rotation. We're going to put Ben Simmons on Giannis. That's going to be a big thing. So, who are we playing? The Bucks. So, Ben Simmons is going to guard Giannis. Okay, so that means, yeah. All right. And that's probably all I'm going to do for that. So let's simcast this and just make sure we can get this W. But this won't be the only season if we do win the championship because that's not very fun. But we're up by 6 and there's like a minute and a half left. I'll jump in for a little bit of gameplay here. And maybe later on we'll go for a little bit more. But I'll see you guys in there. Alright, so we are here in this game. Hopefully, I think I figured out why the game has been so laggy every time I jump in. And from my Career episode. That, by the way, will be coming out at... Oh, Vanderbilt can't shoot. Will be coming out at later on today. So, yeah. Check out for that first episode of my Career. But the video is super laggy. And it's always laggy when I seem to jump into these things. But I think I figured it out, so it should look a lot better. But I'm not sure. So, when I edit this video, I'll know for sure. But I think I did figure that out. So, I'm pretty excited about that. Because it always made me not want to do things like... play any type of games or anything because we never knew what we were going to get I'm still trying to get used to the shooting on this game. It's not a ton different, but it just seems a lot harder. But we'll see if I can, figure it out. I played a play now game once, right once I got the game. 0 for 7 from 3, and they were all wide open threes. I was playing on like pro because, well, it's a new game. I'm just trying to try things out. It's play now, and yeah, I couldn't make a shot. So I don't know if they're fixing that. I'm not really up to date with the 2K bug fixes and everything. But yeah, they really needed to fix that. Oh wow, we almost sold. I don't want Rashawn Holmes shooting the free throws. I should have kept it with D'Lo. All right, money. All right, and I'm not a guy that likes to see the celebration just because it takes so long, and I'm not even done with the video. So we're probably just gonna simulate the rest of this game with Simcast, and then yep, we did win by 7. But D'Angelo Russell does win Finals MVP for us. 33 points per game, 7.6 assists, so that's huge. Now, let's go into the offseason, and let's try and repeat, because I've only been recording for like 15 minutes. So let's go to the draft lottery. I don't know if we have any picks. I don't think so. I think we ended up trading all of our picks. Staff signing, head coach. Let's go with Michael Stoffer, because let's go with Nate McMillan. Because I think Nate McMillan's a solid coach. And I think he I think he needs him to get another shot in the NBA. We'll hire Sean Lee as our trainer as well. I think he needs another shot because a lot of people think he was a bad coach in Indiana. I think opposite. I think he gets the most out of his teams, and his teams aren't that great, but he always overachieves. So that's my deal with him. And I really think that Nate McMillan is a very solid coach in the NBA. But anyways, we're going to hire him. We're probably going to change his system because grit and grind just doesn't work for the Timberwolves because we don't really have defenders. So I'm probably going to change it. But I do like Nate McMillan as a coach. But anyways, we don't have a draft pick. Let's go to rookie signing. We might have like a second-round pick. We did not. Team player options. We're going to accept a Kogi, Spellman, Evans, and Noel. Sure. And then qualifying offers, we're going to extend it to those 3. Then we'll get into free agency. And we obviously aren't going to have enough money for like Giannis or anything. But we need to go ahead and find Rashawn Holmes. Because we got to bring him back. Oh, we don't have enough money to bring Rashawn Holmes back. Why is that? Gary Harris's big contract doesn't help. Corey Joseph's big contract doesn't help. So I'm probably gonna trade Corey Joseph and Gary Harris right now. So Corey Joseph, we'll just trade him for whatever pick or whatever we can get that saves us some money. Bruno Fernando, backup center spot. Not a bad option. But really, I think some picks is probably better for us right now. So we'll go with this Grizzlies pick. And then let's trade away Gary Harris. Even though Gary was really good for us as a shooting guard this past season, I think we could do something better. We could get Tyus Jones back, but that's $8 million. I don't really feel like bringing back. Okay, we could do those picks there. And we're probably going to do those picks. So that was a 2022 and a 2025. All right, and now we should have enough money for Rashawn Holmes, I believe. Hopefully we do. Why do we not have enough money for Rashawn Holmes? That's not good. Why would that be? I don't get it. Do we not? We might not have his bird rights technically, which is unfortunate. But I guess, it is what it is. So we're going to have to just find somebody to replace him at the power forward spot. And I think Kelly Olynyk would be a nice person to bring in there. So let's try and bring in Kelly Olynyk to replace him at the power forward, because I think he would fit this team really good. So let's bring in Kelly, make sure he comes in. And, okay, I saw Rashawn Holmes pop up there, so I'm going to check one more time if we can sign him. Okay, we're not going to be able to sign him. So let's just bring in Kelly Olynyk, and we do. And now let's try and bring in, I think, Justin Holiday on a minimum. Like, you can't pass that up. And then let's Let's bring Gorgie back maybe, and that's probably all we're going to do. So Holiday, Gorgie, and then make sure everybody else comes back on their qualifying offers, and we should be sitting very well. I'm just going to simulate to player progression, see what happens there. Martin, McLaughlin, Vanderbilt are coming back. So we got Simmons, Townsend, Russell still. Then we have Naz Reid, Jordan McLaughlin. All right, so we got to make some moves. But we won the championship, so now I'm just trying to repeat, and I don't really care per se if we do or not. But it would be super cool to do that. So I'm going to go to Untapped Potential, and we're going to send that to, like, Naz Reid, so he's an A-. And then I would also send one to Okogie. And that's all we got for, that's all we had. So we have one too many players. So I'm probably just going to trade Keelan Martin and Gorgie Dieng and try and bring in, get Corey Joseph back. I don't really need him. Amir Coffey. He is a Golden Gopher, Minnesota Golden Gopher, and I love Amir Coffey. So we're going to bring him in. And let's go ahead, change. I think Olynyk's going to go to a power forward, and then Naz Reid is going to go to a power forward as well. Because Naz is only 6'9", and I think he would be pretty decent. Then we have Olynyk off the bench, Spellman as our backup center, Holiday, and McLaughlin. We need a backup shooting guard, though. We could probably get something to work. So let's try and trade like Vanderbilt and... Actually, no, let's try and trade Layman, Roby, and a first and try and get a backup shooting guard for this team. Luke Kennard, that's an interesting backup shooting guard option. Norman Powell would also be pretty good. We could bring back Ricky Rubio. I love Ricky Rubio, man. But we're going to bring in Luke Kennard. And then let's try and trade... If I could upgrade the backup power forward, actually, over like Vanderbilt and... Who was our other one? Kelly Olynyk. If I could upgrade that at all, I would do that. You know what? Actually, let's go back. Let's take out Vanderbilt. And let's just do Olynyk and 2 firsts. And see if we can upgrade that backup power forward. Clint Capella, I'm not going to do that. I get Clint Capella all the time. Christian Wood, though, I don't get. Or we could bring back Rashawn Holmes because he was on this team that won us a championship last year. Otherwise, Davis Bertans. Very good fit for the Timberwolves. But I think Christian Wood, what's he shoot? How is he as a shooter? I don't really know a ton. An A-. Oh, he's a really good shooter. Yep, we're going to bring in Christian Wood. And now what position do we need? I'm a little bit lost. So we have a power forward, a shooting guard, a backup point guard. We could upgrade like the backup center spot. So let's take Spellman and Vanderbilt. And we'll throw in like this first and try and bring in a better backup center. Brook Lopez would also fit this team really well. Chris Boucher, does he shoot the ball? B-. I like Chris Boucher. Rashawn Holmes could play backup center. We'll go with Brook Lopez, someone I don't bring in. Then we're also bringing in Mike Muscala, who is also from Minnesota. I believe he's from Woodbury or St. Louis Park. Somewhere in Minnesota. Mike Muscala is from Minnesota somewhere. Okay, so then we just need a better backup small forward, I think. So let's try and find one. Or, if we find a good shooting guard, we can run Luke Kennard at the small forward. Either way. So let's go Aaron Holiday. I'm going to keep Coffey here. So let's trade Aaron Holiday and 2 first-round picks and see if we can get a better backup small forward. Like, Marcus Morris Sr., if I put him at small forward, he would actually probably be really good. And I think he's more of a small forward technically anyways. At least he was at the beginning of his career. So we're going to do that. And we're going to make him a small forward. And he goes up 1 to a 78. Okay, so we got D'Lo, Okogie, Simmons, Reid, Towns, Wood, Lopez, Morris, Kennard, and McLaughlin. Okay. Okogie's the weak spot in our starting lineup, but I think we're going to be good enough to win a championship regardless. Now I need to go ahead and go to my staff, and I need to edit Nate McMillan. And we got to change his style. Preferred system, we're going to go pace and space for him. And we're going to bring down grit and grind proficiency, and we're going to go pace and space proficiency up to like an 82, because that's what his grit and grind was. We're going to keep the changes on that. And is that cheesy? I don't know. Is it? Because I feel like coaches adapt to players a lot too. But pace and space I think fits really well. Why doesn't Naz Reid fit? pace and space. He's got a good three-point shot. He's probably slow, though. That's probably what they're thinking. Anyways, this is now the system. 10-man rotation, bench utilization. We're going down to about 20. And, all right, I like it. So let's go ahead and let's simulate season number 2. See if we can repeat with the Timberwolves. And, yeah, this is interesting. We start out 4-1, 4-2. I don't know. I will see you guys at the end of season number 2. All right, so our second season's over, and we weren't quite as good this year. We only end up with 49 wins. Here are all the awards if you are interested in those at all. But we are probably only like a 4 or 5 seed out west, I would guess, at best. Anybody on any All-NBA teams, though? I do not see any. Okay, so we are the 3 seed. So we still have a decent shot, but not as good as last year. I don't know why Cat goes down in 2K. Like, that's so broken. He's 24 years old. He should be continually getting better. D'Lo, 26. Cat, 21. Ben Simmons, only 15.6 points. But Christian Wood, Naz Reid looked good. Marcus Morris looked good as well. Kennard didn't look too good off the bench. I'm kind of disappointed in that. But let's go up against the Nuggets. Do they still have everyone? They do. Let's see who's the better center here, Cat or Jokic. Tied 1-1. We're up 2-1. And can we go up 3-1? We do. And we win in 5. Now let's simulate this round up against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. That's a good team. They are up 3-1. Okay. Can we come and make it 3-2? Looks like we are going to. Can we make it 3-3? We had good luck last year simcasting, but not this year. Doesn't look like it. We are going to lose. All right. Who is going to win the championship? The Dallas Mavericks win the championship, and Luka Doncic is the Finals MVP. But that is going to do it for today's video. I won a championship in year 1. Didn't need to go to year 2, but the video was too short. Now you guys should have a good, lengthy video for right now. And at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, so that would be 5 hours after this video comes out, you guys should be getting the very first episode of my Career series. So make sure to turn on the post notifications so you see that when it comes out. I appreciate you all so much for watching this video. I had a ton of fun with this one. Obviously, this is a hypothetical trade. Is it realistic? I don't think it's realistic, but I also don't think it's super unrealistic. I think there is a way that Ben Simmons could potentially end up on the Timberwolves if the 76ers decide to trade him, because the Timberwolves, our new president of basketball operations that we got last summer, Gerson Rosas, super aggressive. Obviously, he made a trade to get D'Angelo Russell. And I don't doubt anything that he could do because the guy is a very smart man. But yeah, I think probably not going to happen. I think other things would have to happen for this to really be real. But yeah, but if you want to let me know if you want to see the Thunder or the 76ers or both sides of this trade, let me know in the comment section below and let me know by liking this video. I appreciate you all. And until next time, peace out.